Alright, guys, so I've been waiting to talk about Raw again for about a couple weeks just because I wanted to see if there'd be a little bit of a change to how they go about it, and also just, you know, the last 2 weeks I felt like were very formulaic in terms of the programming. Now, not to say that Raw hasn't been good, because it has been. I have enjoyed the show. I absolutely love Penta in WWE. I think he is a great fit, and I think that he is going to do a tremendous job uh, going forward. And I look to see him, as a possible Intercontinental Champion. It seems like we're teasing that last night with Braun Breaker. Feud between those two. Can't wait for that. But I figured that we would do something that I don't normally do, but we're actually gonna just open up some figures that I just don't really feel the need to do a full review on, and we'll talk about the figure, but we'll also just kind of discuss a little bit about Raw. So, without further ado, let's talk about Raw. Okay, so here are the two figures we're gonna be opening up: Pretty Deadly's Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. Now, I felt that this week's Raw was just so good. I think that in terms of the matches, in terms of the overall feel of it, it just felt like I was really invested in it. I felt like the last 2 weeks, I just kind of felt like something was missing from this. And I don't know why I felt that way, I just did. Um, but for sure, we had so many things coming up. We had, teases of people's heel turns. We had teases of people's possible breaking up in terms of their stables. We had teases of people talking about what is next for them. I mean, Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, I'm in for it. I'm totally in for it, guys. I really am. And I think that those two are going to have an amazing chemistry together. Um, I'm also just for the possibility of Sammy becoming a heel again. I mean, we saw him accidentally hit Seth last week, and then, once again this week, he accidentally haluva kicks Cody Rhodes. It's starting to not look like an accident, but I think that they did a really great job in telling that story. But realistically, the most important story that we need to talk about is CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. That came out of freaking nowhere, and my god, I was like, what the hell is going on? Why is this so good? And okay, I've kind of put some stuff together. I figured it out. I think I figured out what's going on here. Spoiler alert for Royal Rumble, but Cody Rhodes is going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania, and I'll tell you why. As much as I'd love for John Cena to win and then go on to face someone at WrestleMania, I don't believe that's the case. And the reason why I'll tell you that is just based off of the evidence of this. John Cena is booked for Elimination Chamber. If John Cena won the Royal Rumble, he wouldn't need to go to Elimination Chamber. His spot for the Royal Rumble would have guaranteed him his spot at WrestleMania. Therefore, he doesn't need to do that. Even if it's just for an appearance. But still, I'm really looking forward to... Sorry, you guys can't really see what I'm doing here. Let me just make that easy for you. I'm really looking forward to this possible feud that they've been setting up here. I think that there's a big, big thing going on here with Cody and CM Punk, and I'm all for it. I think that the Cody and I think the Cody and CM Punk feud is going to feed us for a while, because those two were killing it on the mic last night. And CM Punk said something, and it reminded me of that song by Bring Me the Horizon, which is True Friends. And he said something that really, really reminded me of that song. And he said, as your true friend, I'm going to stab you in the front. And it just made me say to myself, just the lyrics to that song. If you haven't heard it, it just fits perfectly with these two and everything that they're doing. Also, it seemed like we're teasing Cody Rhodes. I know everybody's been joking around with it, but it seems like we're doing the whole Homelander thing. Okay, I got him out of the packaging. The likeness is pretty good. He feels pretty good in hand, and I really love that this is cloth. This is fantastic. This is also a separate piece, which is great, but I don't know where it unclasps, if it does or not, does not. But, oh, you guys don't know what I'm talking about, because you guys can't see shit. There you go. So basically, yeah, that's what I was talking about, this piece. Separate sculpt, which is cool. But, yeah, this is Kit Wilson. And he comes with an interchangeable head, which is the Yes Boy head sculpt. Which I freaking love these guys. I love everything that they're doing, and oh my god, that's really on there. And that fell to the freaking floor. Hold on a sec. Okay, it sits rather high, but yes, like I was saying before, feels like we're doing the whole Homelander possibility with Cody Rhodes. I know that it's not actually Homelander. I'm just saying that just because feels like we're teasing it, and it seems like, what CM Punk was talking about was very, very true. Like, the bitterness that CM Punk got, and, he attacked The Rock and stuff, and then became heel, and shaved his head, and paired up with Paul Heyman, which was honestly pretty great. I loved all of that. Up until, when he lost the title, and then eventually he's feuding with The Undertaker, which was not bad. It's just, I really wanted him to hold it longer, but they decided to nevertheless give John Cena and The Rock the championship for Once in a Lifetime Part 2. Twice. Twice in a lifetime. But yeah, I really am enjoying that. I really hope JD McDonough is good, because that shit looked rough. That bump was not it. Like, ooh. And then, hearing online that he had to be hospitalized after that, like after finishing the match, number one, is an incredible feat. Number two, it's just the fact that he just kept going and finished it, and even just, kept doing the entire match and everything that he was doing. If you look back at everything that he did, you'd never know that man broke his ribs. You just never know that. That's crazy. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I also love the tease of Bayley and Io at Royal Rumble. I think that's going to be pretty interesting. Also, is Bayley just feuding with every freaking body? Is that just her thing right now? She has so many different feuds going on right now. But yeah. Yeah. This is Elite Series 110. Kit Wilson. Pretty nice. Now let's open his tag team partner, Elton Prince. Furthermore, with the women, we also got Bianca Belair and Naomi tag teaming against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Here's the thing, I really miss Raquel Rodriguez with how she was in NXT in the Black and Gold brand. I wish they would bring that version of her back, especially just like now. I just feel like she just doesn't have that same aura that she did, where she just seemed like really freaking unstoppable and just like a powerhouse. Like, she just feels like she's just still like a lackey to Liv Morgan, which, I kind of get it. They're doing like a Diesel thing, but like, she doesn't even have that aura about her. She just doesn't have it. Here we go. Here is Elton Prince. Alright, here we go. Pop that out. Pop the head out. And we gotta cut this shit. Okay. But like, yeah, I'm cool with it. I mean, I'm also alright if like you want to take the championships off of Bianca and Naomi at this point, because it feels like we have to set up this feud of Naomi attacking Jade, which is clearly what it is, but I'm kind of hoping that it's a swerve, and I'm kind of hoping that it's actually one of those things where it's like a I did it for The Rock type of thing, where basically like Bianca is playing dumb and doesn't know who it is, but she obviously does know who it is because she was responsible for it, because she was just like, I didn't want Jade Cargill to steal my spotlight or whatever, but I understand if that's not the direction they go in either. Also, in AEW news, I freaking called that whole thing about Timeless Tony Storm playing Tony Storm. I thought that was hilarious. I literally commented like on something like weeks ago and was like, it'd be cool if this is what we're doing with this because it's her gimmick. It just makes sense if she was playing a role. And it turns out that's what it was. It's kind of funny. I think that, like, one of the things I really enjoy is, like, with wrestling, it's like being able to predict some stories, even if people can't, just because, like, there just no, like, hints of it, but it's literally just like, I just think of, like, hey, what would be a shock and awe thing, but also, like, when it comes to writing and shit, like, what would be a pretty good twist, and it feels like nowadays that's kind of like what they do, is a lot of twists and turns and stuff, and I really appreciate that a lot, just because it, like, removes the unpredictability. I think that, like, that's one of the things that, like, Triple H's WWE does better than Vince's, which was literally just the predictability of it all. With Triple H's WWE, it just feels like there's just more of a respect to writing and a respect to storytelling of all sorts. But yeah, here is Elton Prince. Not the greatest head sculpt, I'd say. I think it's alright. It just feels a little cartoony to me. Like, I don't know. He just doesn't look so much like Elton Prince, but I think probably the other head sculpt will probably be great. So let's put that shit on. Alright. Mother. Fuck. Okay, here we go. What? Nope. There we go. Alright. Surprisingly really tight. Okay, this is a good head sculpt. Yes, boy! Oh, the two of them. Hold on. Let's get the thumbnail. Let's get the thumbnail going here. Shit. Wait. We can do this. Yeah, that's it. Now that we've opened that, we can pretty much, just continue talking. So, I really, really enjoyed the show. And I feel like we're going to get a lot more surprises and a lot more storytelling elements coming. I thought it was hilarious that Xavier Woods' family was wearing New Day suck shirts with Lil Yachty. I thought it was great. Also, my God, there was so many famous people yesterday. I mean, it's not like, it's not really different than like what's been going on previous weeks. It was a lot of rappers, which was really, really surprising. But it was also just, it was pretty cool. We got Kai Cenat on there, so that was cool. I think, he's a entertaining dude. I personally don't watch him, but that's just because I'm not really into watching streamers, so that's just me. You know what? Everybody has their enjoyments, and I'm not gonna knock you if you enjoy it. You enjoy. Fuck, who do I care? Anyway, yeah, yeah, guys, I really enjoyed this Raw, man. I really can't say much about it. It just hit on all cylinders for me. It really did, and yeah, I hope you guys, enjoyed it just as much as I did. I think some big things to look forward to, and like I said, that whole conversation between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk just felt like it gave me goosebumps. Like I literally was like ready to turn off the TV because I thought it was over. And then like I see Cody laying in the ring, and then he's just doing this like I just thought we were gonna get the same old spiel with him just doing a promo about Royal Rumble, like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna win this. I gotta do this for my family. I gotta whatever. And then the whole CM Punk thing happened, and I was just like, my jaw was open because I was like, oh, he's just gonna kind of tell him like blah blah blah. No, that shit went crazy. I was really into it, and yeah, I will probably try to do something more organized with this, and probably have a lot more to talk about next week. I'll probably put something together, but this is just kind of a test run of just how to talk about this while just doing things and not really just, focusing on the same old thing of just talking and not doing much. But yeah. The articulation on both of these are pretty freaking good, guys. If you haven't gotten these, why didn't you? I mean, of course, the head sculpt could be, better. Ooh, why are you clicky clacky? But and I mean, I just love these two. I think these two are great. I hope they win the championships. Like I said, I am looking forward to Royal Rumble. I think that I was more excited for Saturday night's main event, which I watched with my best friend. Now that so many matches have been added to Rumble, I'm actually excited for Rumble. That 2 out of 3 falls match between Motor City Machine Guns and DIY, mwah, chef's kiss. Can't wait for it. Um, Also, we just have a ladder match for the WWE Championships. That's pretty dope. Yeah, anyway, guys. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this. And, yeah, this is Blitz saying peace.